for Texans program do for you? You can learn how to increase your consent to eat, make your food dollars last longer, prepare quick, nutritious meals, help your children learn how to eat healthier snacks, and much more. Our program is committed to helping people like you improve your health through providing research-based nutrition education in a friendly, cost-free, and relaxed environment. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. A Lone Star Community Radio. Broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
Does volunteering at a nonprofit horse sanctuary sound wonderful? Or are you a veteran or a veteran spouse and think trying a peer group session through a local Horses and Heroes equine program might be worth trying? Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary, located in Grand Central Park by appointment only, is home to a growing number of rescued and donated horses. Visit our website at henryshomehorsesanctuary.org or check out our Facebook at Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary for more information.
This is Rick Schuster, host of the Weekly Business Hour, and we're in our final segment today. And this is where I like to do what I call my one best consultant tip of the week. This week I want to talk about productivity. Personal and in your business, because to me, in a small business, oftentimes these go hand in hand. And the reality is the more productive we are and in our business, the more likely we're to be successful as well as our business to be successful. So being more productive with what you've been given to work with on a given day, given week, given month, then the more likely you're to be successful. And at this point, I want to pick up part of an old song written by a country western singer who I always enjoyed, Kenny Rogers. In his song about the gambler, you have to know when to hold and when to fold. And this is kind of the center of what I would like to talk about. You need to know when to hold and when to fold. Because to me, it's very easy to talk about this, about when to run with something and when to give it up, but very hard for many people to implement it. Let's talk about some things you could do in your business today and going forward that could make a difference in how you do these things. The first thing is, if you look at successful people, successful entrepreneurs, people in small and large businesses, one of the things some of these really successful people do is they focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking, handle many, many things at one time is a very popular thing to talk about, particularly with all the technology about. But people find if they really are building a solid, good business, focusing on one project, one improvement, one change. Now, I'm not talking about fielding all the questions and challenges you get every day that are part of that day-to-day, but I'm talking about doing the things that will make a difference in your business. Focus on one thing. That's my encouragement. Filter out the distractions. Don't turn left, then right, left, right, because you're never going to be in the center and you're never going to catch up with doing the things that can make a real difference in your own personal life as well as in your business. The second thing is, and gosh, I've heard this so many times in my career as advice to me, learn how to say no when things don't offer a chance to create real value for your company. In other words, look for the opportunities to work on something when it really creates real value. Same thing for your company. Look for customers that create value for your company, meaning they buy products, they pay on time, they're an advocate for your company. Look for those kind of customers. And when approached by a situation that really doesn't offer that, say no, walk away. Don't be tempted to take on a piece of business that potentially will be a very big negative or even a small negative, because they waste time and they cut into your opportunity to be productive. Third thing, as Mr. Rogers says, know when to fold, know when to cut your losses and move on. This is very, very important. Too many times I go in and work with a new client and they've got things happening in their business, processes, people, customers, vendors who are just not serving the best interest of the company. Know when to fold, know when to make that hard decision and move on. Another way to look at that, and the fourth thing I want to say, is feed your winners. Look for the people in your company, look for your vendors, even your clients, customers that are winners, people that support your business, that do things the way they should, the right way. If you've got an employee that looks like a real winner, support them, for example, by offering more training. All these things add up, and they help your company be more productive. Advertising. Look at what you spend on advertising and marketing your business. Maybe cut out the bottom third of what you're doing. Put that money on the top third. Put that money on the top half of what you're doing. Invest where it's going to pay off. And the last thing, and this is just kind of a catch-all, always be willing to learn. Always be willing to ask questions. Don't feel like it's a dumb question. I've never met a dumb question. And boy, I've asked a bunch of them. But it makes a difference if you stay involved and keep your ears open. You continue to learn, because then you can turn that around and put it into effect in your business, in your own personal life, and be more successful. Hopefully my shortcuts to productivity will help you. Be sure you take advantage of one or more of these today and try it out if you're not already doing it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us today. We'll be here next Monday, right here on irlonestar.com at 11 o'clock. Hope you'll join us. Look for a podcast of today's show on the Weekly Business Hour page, either on the website at irlonestar.com, Facebook, YouTube. It's out there in a lot of places. Thank you again for joining us, and please stay in touch with what's happening in Montgomery County. I'll get that out if you give me a chance, right here on Lone Star Community Radio. And until next week, stay engaged and keep your focus on what counts in your business. Thanks.